What is up? The Boston Celtics. Are they back again? Can't win 2 games in a row, but we can win a game against a team that we respect. Seems to be the teams that we are playing well against or playing hard against. We're doing this shtick. We're either blowing teams out or we're losing in like heartbreaking, soul-crushing fashion. And while I appreciate the blowouts, I'm not appreciating the soul-crushing defeats. But tonight, the Celtics destroy, absolutely murder the Golden State Warriors. What was the score in the end here? We had 125 to 85, 40-point win for the Boston Celtics. Kind of from the jump, they were playing well. They got out to a good lead, 29-18 in the first quarter. And the Celtics hit some threes tonight. They ended the first half 29% from three, and we're like, here we go again. Another half where the Celtics shoot below 30%, but they went absolutely nuts in the third quarter, put up 43 points to the Warriors 24 in the third quarter, flipping the old Warriors third quarter avalanche on their head. Great to see, man. Great to see. I don't think that there was necessarily one player that stood out as this is the player of the game. This felt like a true team win. I thought the defense was really good. Yep. Defense was really good. Shout out Lupe. Shout out everybody in the chat here. Like the stream. Good to see you all. But yeah, man, the defense, like not perfect. Again, I still think they're like searching for that like high level connectedness on both ends. But I thought the effort was there. I thought the intensity was there. Like they got beat for a few offensive rebounds in the first half, but for the most part, it felt like they were really hungry to bounce back and win this game. Shout out RJ for the super chat. Appreciate you. The C's played smart for all 24 seconds of the shot clock on both ends. Even if the result wasn't great, they never looked uninvolved. I agree. And that's how basketball is, man. Like, it's just not going to be perfect. You're going to get beat. Guys are going to make shots. The NBA is really tough. But it's like, can you rotate? Can you recover? Can you get to a loose ball? And it felt like our hands didn't work again in the first half. Like, can we get to a loose ball and get to the loose ball? Can you hold on to the ball? And it felt, and like they finally got their brains under control in the third quarter. But yeah, I thought the intent was there, as it was in the Magic game. And again, we got a game with our full lineup together. So Magic game and this game here, I think we had the full complement of players for the Raptors game, which I'm not sure is indicative of who this team is. It's just like we relax against the teams that the team deems that they can relax against, and they're more locked in for the teams that they respect, and they clearly respect the Warriors. We either beat the shit out of the Warriors every season. It's either a 50-point win or a crushing defeat. But yeah, the Dubs never scored 25 points in a quarter. Sure, did the Golden State Warriors help us out a little bit with having one of like the more disgusting shooting performances I've seen? Like, they could not buy one. I thought the defense was good, but they also couldn't hit shit. They couldn't make a jump shot to save their lives. Inside, outside. Steph Curry ends the game. What was he tonight? 4 for 12 from 3, and that was honestly good for them. Wiggins 0 for 4. Wiggins 1 for 11 from the field. That was awful. Yeah, defense was good, man. And like the defense is, when you have this rotation, in the 9-man rotation of Jalen, Jayson, Kristaps, Horford, you're bringing Horford, Hauser, Pritchard, and Cornette off the bench. Like, that's a really good rotation, offense, defense. And you got those guys healthy and locked in. It's going to be hard to beat those guys. Man, this is going to be a monster net rating booster. The defense is going to look really, really good across the last kind of few weeks here. But and it's in there. It's in there. I think we've seen it when we've needed. I thought the defense against the Hawks was actually pretty good. I thought that the Hawks game, they played quite well. And Spoonie, credit to him, man. He was saying we're trending in the right direction. Magic game, Hawks game, the shots just didn't go down for us against the Hawks game. And if Drew doesn't lose his mind, this is a 3-game winning streak, which is really painful. Should be a 3-game winning streak right now. It's not. But speaking of Drew Holiday, really solid. And he's been playing well lately, and he's especially been shooting the ball well lately. 2 for 3 tonight, 66%. Interesting game for the Celtics in that the backcourt in that incredibly efficient, but they took a combined 10 shots. And Derek White, if I told you before the game that he shot 60% from the field and 50% from three, I'd be like, oh my God. Derek White had a 30 bomb because he shot, I think, 16 threes in the Hawks game. Follows that up with a 4 3-point attempt game. Knocks 2 of them down. Still doesn't quite look the same to me. Defensively, he was awesome though. 3 blocks and a steal for Derek White today. He was awesome on the defensive end. Man, and this is why coming into the season, I was like, are the Celtics going to lose more than, 25 games? Are they going to get close to 60 wins? It's because of the backcourt. They give you such a high defensive floor. And for a lot of this season, we haven't had the defensive impact of both of those guys. But tonight, and Drew especially lately, since coming back from that injury, has been really good defensively. And you see Derek and you see Drew start to get things going on that end, and that just leads to more transition opportunities. The offense gets moving, better looks on the offensive end. Peyton Pritchard, 9 assists. Thank you for pointing that out, RJ. Peyton Pritchard, I mean, if you want to go expectations versus performance, expectations for Pritchard, 14 points, 9 assists, another offensive rebound, really, really solid. Steph Curry is an absent father. Steph Curry is also a grifter and looking to scam people as well. FTX, rug pull. So, he won't let low-income housing be built near his house. Terrible, terrible person, and he should be arrested and never be allowed to play basketball again, especially against the Boston Celtics. But yeah, man, the Warriors have now, dropped to... They've been struggling. They're now 500 or below, I think, after this game. But Pritchard was really good. The backcourt was really good. Horford didn't have a big statistical game, but I thought early in this game he was huge. Coming in off the bench, made a big 3, had a really nice pass to Hauser in the corner, and he knocked down the 3, which was really, or was it to Pritchard? I forget who he hit in the corner, but really, really solid play on both ends from Horford. Always looks pretty good after some rest. Yes, please can we string a couple of these games together? Fuck. We should be looking down the barrel of a 4-game winning streak. I'm going to have a hard time letting go of that Hawks loss. I've been really good about letting these losses go, but we literally had that game won. But hey, if I offered you the Hawks win or the Warriors win, which one would you take? Give me the Warriors win against Steph Curry and the Warriors. So Pritchard was really solid. Backcourt was really solid. Porzingis continues to be just incredibly efficient and really, really good on both ends. 18 points on 13 shots, 6 for 13 from the field. He's been on fire from 3 lately. I think over his last 6 games coming into tonight, he was around 50% from 3. Follows it up again, 3 for 7, 43%. 3 for 3 from the line, 7 rebounds. No blocks tonight, but I thought his rim protection was really good. He's just playing really hard. I think physically he's definitely turned a corner and looking really good. And that's what's been funny about the net rating stuff about the starters and their impact metrics not being good. It's like, it's not a Kristaps Porzingis thing. I think there was definitely a little bit of an adjustment when KP came back from injury. But I think that the reason those numbers have been bad is because Jalen and Derek have been struggling so much. And so he's been really good. I think he's been a bright spot for the Celtics lately, and he's continuing that. Yeah, we got a tough back-to-back coming up. Like, I wonder if they're going to, like they did for the Magic game, play both KP and Al on the front end of the back-to-back, because I do like the idea of trying to build the chemistry with this lineup while they're healthy. But yeah, Zubats, that's a good point by Tice in the chat here. So Tatum is not helping with the shooting, but hey, I came into the game and I was like, can we just shoot above 30%? And Tatum was 3 for 10 tonight. Tatum kind of got away with it tonight. It was a lazy game from Tatum. Like, no Draymond Green. Like, you got to go to the rim. And he had a lazy game. Shot a lot of jump shots. Took 10 threes and took at least 3 mid-range jump shots as well. So, 1 free throw attempt's probably indicative of how he played tonight. But 22, 9, 7, 2 steals. He had 3 turnovers early, and to his credit, didn't let that snowball and continue to throw terrible passes. So, solid game from Tatum, nothing special. Like 22 points on 54% true shooting, I think it was. Not great, but he stacks up the. He only played 28 minutes, which we like. We like to see 28 for Tatum and Jaylen, 22 for Kristaps, 20 for Horford. You'll take that with the 5 games and 7 nights coming up. Like, you blew out the Magic, you got some rest, obviously, to play the overtime game, but you blew out the Warriors, then you have a back-to-back coming up, and then you follow it up with the Mavs game. So, good to get some rest in the middle of this road trip. Jaylen Brown, a bit of a roller coaster game, but I think that he really settled in the third quarter. I thought he was really solid. It's just weird, the 3-point attempts at the moment. Like, last 10 games, he's only shooting 3.5 threes a game, and he's only making 0.8. So that'll go up tonight. And Jaylen Brown shooting 33% from 3. You kind of take that at the moment. But I liked the post-ups are good with Jaylen if he has his mind open. Yeah, he was also true. Good point. When Tatum went to the bench, Jaylen was also really good early as well. And what I like finding the matchups, but be open to passing the ball. And I thought Jaylen was actually the initiator of some of our best possessions tonight. Like the swing stuff. He got some good position. We completed the entry passes, and Jaylen got the ball moving and popping. It's like, get your brain open to both scoring and passing, and that's when things look good for Jaylen Brown. I definitely think there was some wobbly moments still, but you'll take that night from Jaylen Brown. 2 turnovers, 57% from the field. You live with that. That's a nice game from Jaylen Brown. Yeah, man. Across the board, I mean, there's not much negative to say about a team that just won 125-85. Like, pretty much no notes. They stuck with the process despite not shooting well in the first half. And then the avalanche finally came. Like, it's supposed to finally arrive. The shooting variance came back our way in the second half and in that third quarter, as it should. Like, it just hasn't been arriving, and tonight they stuck with it. It helped that the Warriors weren't hitting shots either, so they didn't feel like things were working against them. But hey, man, we'll take that. We'd love to see it. Celtics now need to go 10-5, I think, to hit 10-6, hit the 40-20 rule. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that. And Baylor and Walshy looked good. Baylor and Walshy looked really good in that little stint there. Joe Zasaico went to triple bigs at first without Shyman. Shyman's looking slim to me. Don't know what's going on with him there, but knocked down a 3, mid-range jump shot, rebounding well, looking lean. Walshy with 2 threes. Can we play a little Walsh? Play a little Walsh. All right, we're going to be back late night tonight with Sam LaFrance, the man the people want. And yes, the 40-20 discussion had me shook. But if you go back to listen to our episode yesterday with Spoonie, kind of soothed my concerns about the 40-20 rule a little bit as well. But that'll do it for Instant Reactions. We'll be back in about an hour with Sam LaFrance for late night. Good to see you all. Like the stream. Till next time, go Celtics.